discussion was the I figured out that instead of taking and cutting those by hand one at a time, that I'll take them and all I got to do is rough cut them, and then we'll go out and use the arbor press and use the high temperature. We use high temperature epoxy, and they get glued into a block. And then I take the block and mill the block, and then I can take that block, you know. And then as far as the magnet powder stuff goes, there's a ball mill out there that I can use. I'm going to need a big steel ball. You know where I can get a big steel ball? It needs to be steel because I don't want it shedding anything into the powder that I don't want in there. You know, like ceramic material from the bowling ball. You know? I mean, it would powder just by putting the magnets in there and tumbling it. You know, letting them tumble, it would powder them. But it would do a lot better job if it had something in there to, a ball to do the job. That's why it's called a ball mill. It's meant for making powder. And what it is, a ball mill is this big drum, big steel drum, and it's got a hatch that you open up, and you put your stuff in there, and you put this ball in there, and this thing rolls around, and this ball rolls around in there, and it rolls over the top of this stuff that you got in there. No powder. It's like the mortar and pestle, except a powered version.
Yeah.
With mortar and pestle on steroids. So anyway, so did you do that? The 1 meter per second squared for each doubling of distance? Okay, so you start out 1 meter per second, say, and 2 meters per second, you're at, at 2 seconds, you're at 2 meters per second. At 3 seconds, you've doubled your distance because now you're going 2 meters per second. Every second, you're doubling your distance because in the next second, you're at 4 meters per second. The next one, you're 8 meters per second. Right? Because every time you've gone 1 second, because the first second you've added a second. The second second.
No, we'll go from 4 to 16.
Yeah, because it's a square. Because it squares. Yeah. It squares. Each
and then
doubling
16 would be 32.
That's right. 32 meters per second.
64, and I'm done. I can't do no more. 128. I'm done.
128 meters per second.
356. See, I like math.
256. I mean, yeah.
No.
Then 512.
Wait a minute.
It's the same as computers. 1024.
Yeah, 128.
12. Yeah. But 12.
256. Yeah, you're right.
12. Whatever it is. The next resolution up. The next resolution up, and it goes up like that.
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Well, not the next resolution up because that's not the square. But let's take. Well, yeah. If you square it each time.
Yeah, do 256 squared.
Yeah, basically what you're talking about is what you're talking about is a logarithm.
But I'm done.
It's a logarithm. So it's a base 1 logarithm. Is what it is. A base 1 logarithm, even in a minute, if you could keep accelerating and not slow down and keep accelerating at that rate. You could take one.
Oh no, we're doubling that. We're not squaring it. Squaring it, we would multiply it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, so you got to double it.
64 times 64.
Yeah. Well, it's doubling it first, but the next one is squaring it.
What kind of smoothie did you want?
Well, whatever.
What kind of smoothies do you have again? I know they have. You have what? Strawberry banana.
Hey, you got a paper menu I can look at?
You got any paper menus?
Okay, pass in me a menu. All right, Java Junkies menu.
When am I gonna get my little Java Junkies sticker? I keep running into Chris. How much are they?
Okay, so
I'll get one. But not today. I'll get one though, but not today.
What are the smoothies? Which
Gotta
ones?
save some money for the fair this weekend with the kids.
Oh yeah, this Friday.
Yeah.
It starts Friday, right? Fall festival.
$30 for the festival or the fall or the carnival part, but just to go around the vendors, nothing. Yeah. You're welcome. Now they had pre-sale tickets if you like the rides. Those were $25, but now they go up to $30. Yeah, I don't know how much that is though. I know the rodeo is like, I want to say $15. I don't think they charge too much for the rodeo or those things. Because did you decide what you want? I want my caramel cupcake, no coffee. Okay. Actually, somebody told me to try it with the decaf because I don't. But see, I don't.
What's a funky monkey? Oh.
No, I'll just get it without the coffee. Can I have extra caramel in it?
Okay, so they've got.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You know I'm in no rush.
Oh, we're gonna move out of the way.
No, I just was moving up a little bit.
It's I Dream of Janine. What's I Dream of Janine?
I don't know which. I have
Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. I dream of Jeannie with long blonde hair. So these are the ones we're talking about, right? The quad. What's the quad? So they don't have descriptions. See, I was just reading as I was uploading stuff on YouTube, how they're taking YouTube Partners has all these, helper stuff, and then talking about descriptions on your videos. Well, the same thing applies to menus. If you can't put some kind of description on it, it's like you don't know what you're ordering. Like maybe, because sometimes the title is not descriptive of what's in it. Like that, the I Dream of Jeannie, or peppermint cream is descriptive, peppermint mocha Marshall is descriptive, pumpkin pie spice frappe is descriptive, strawberry truffle is descriptive, Red Bull Blast is descriptive, salted chocolate and caramel is descriptive, but the Quad 4 is not. Tiramisu, whatever that is, I guess that's a flavor. Is it a flavor? But it's not descriptive. If it is a flavor, it should be called a flavor. It's most people. How many people know what flavor that is? There's a flavor called zebra. That's not descriptive. See? Then they got one here that's Cash Monkey Mocha. You know that's a chocolate something, but chocolate what?
Which one do you want to know what it is?
All of them.
Oh my goodness. No, we're not going to go down the list this time.
Here. Ask the I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay, so I want mine. What's the I Dream of Jeannie again? Chocolate Milano and hazelnut.
And then
now these are iced ones. These are hot. What's that? Caramel cupcake. No coffee. Extra sugar. No. Whatever you can add that's sugary, I'll take it right now. Just no coffee. Because the sugar is what I'm hoping it's
the sugar addiction. We're just our first video we uploaded this morning talking about sugar addiction. Anyway, they got the hot one and some s'mores. That sounds really good. And then they got a cold one there, white mocha. They got fruit smoothies. Strawberry lemonade sounds good. Green tea.
No, thank you.
Strawberry banana. Additional flavor shot, 50 cents. Okay. Wow, I don't know. I about we try this? The salted chocolate caramels. Talking to what size it's going to be? 24 ounce?
Yeah.
Salted chocolate and caramel fat. So,
Don't watch them any change.
what was it when we took 25 million divided by?
And then, he just said it. Salted chocolate and caramel. Oh, mine was supposed to be 24. Okay, yeah, I can't even drink that one. Yeah, salted chocolate and caramel. 24.
Leave with me what you don't drink, and I'll finish it later. Whatever it is. I don't
Oh my goodness, that's
when I need
huge.
sugar.
That's huge.
Next time I need sugar. Anyway, yeah, there's the flyer for the fall festival, right?
No, that's Music and Art in the Park.
When is that?
That is October 13th.
Oh, it's coming right here. Right? Music and Arts in the Park. Come on, Wayne, quit blowing the flyer. There we go, so we can see the flyer. Okay, so it's 9 a.m. through 9 p.m. Petrick Park, which is at 150 North Highway 160, Peru, Nevada. They can have live music, arts, crafts, food, beverages, beer garden, free entry. Okay, vendor info. Okay, we can call, see about a booth if we want. That's too soon for booth. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 15 by 15 space for $40. $5 seller's fee. For $5 we can go sell stuff or go pass out cards and stuff. Okay. All right. We can pass out cards for free, but what I'm saying is that for $5 we can have product. We can have product for sale, like our Forever Dream screen. Just have a big bin of it.
Yeah.
Don't even need packaging. Just sit there for now. We're gonna make a punch. Chop, and make like thousand of them in a few minutes.
Yeah.
You're not excited? You're not excited by that idea?
Oh no, it is exciting.
You don't see the utter brilliance of it? And actually now, see how this is going to work. Because I'm subsidized, technically not for sale. It's all everything I receive is a donation. And for right now, I'm receiving monies for the Public Space Association because we got the official website is out there. And we got to keep it paid for now. And then just let people know that some of the donations we're going to be needing is magnets, speaker magnets, and sheet metal. And if somebody's got a small laser cutter that we could use, it would be really nice. It would just work well.
What's the total?
Wow, look at that.
I'm doing cash. Oh, okay. 11.94. Of course, I emptied out all my change. Hold on.
I got some change. I got
I
change.
just need $1 more, probably.
Yeah, here. I got it back.
Here's my card.
Okay.
I need $1 more quarter. Oh, here. Out of 12. Thanks, sweetie. Yeah, I don't have any more singles, and I didn't want to give you a bill to break for $1. Ah. All right. All right. See you later. Yes. Okay.
So, anyway.
What's that? You too.
So that's the primary goal. One of the goals is to actually, I'd like to have it operational. The Space Viper craft. I'd like to have it one operational, at least for inter-atmosphere testing, within the next couple of years. So my goal is within the next year, by this time next year, to have the Taz bike, or the Viper bike. I call it Viper bike with the 2 Taz units. And the 2 Taz units on the Viper bike, I'm going to affectionately name after the hurricanes that hit the Pacific coast. Whatever they are, I've got to look them up. Remember how my memory is. Anymore, I can't remember nothing. I gotta learn everything in the whole world every day. Or it seems like it anyway. Gotta relearn it.
I'm right on my butt. I'm in a residential. Evil. In a rush to get.
Was that when somebody's tailgating you morning?
Yep.
Really? This car has that? Wow. Technology, how about that? See, that's the thing, is that technology, everybody else did everything else that I need in order to just do this one thing I'm doing to add to everybody else's work. You know, all the drone technology, the robotics technology, the AI technology, all of it is work that was already done in advance, work that I needed to have done in order to bring this thing about, to ultimately go, okay, here's the thing that you need to add to the rest of it to finally arrive at intergalactic travel. Here's the deal about it. This is why the subject came up about the squaring, the acceleration, and the squaring of each doubling the distance. Okay? If you keep accelerating. Is because here, let's take it from a bigger number. Let's take it from 100 meters per second. How about that? All right, just do that. You'll see the magnitude. 100 meters per second puts us a few seconds in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first second we're traveling in 100 meters per second. We're starting out 100 meters per second. And in 1 second, we're there's 100 meters per second squared. Isn't that right? Because we're doubling our distance. Each time, every second, we're doubling our distance. $100 squared, 10,000. 10,000 squared.
Yeah.
10,000 squared.
I can't add that in my head. Are you taping this?
No, yeah. This is the test. 10,000 squared. You just take 100 million. 100 million meters per second.
Okay, can you pause that for a second?
So it makes me wonder if we're correct. That's the thing, because the numbers are just too big for too quick, too short a time. So if you just keep, it just doesn't, hard to wrap. Is that hard to wrap your head around, isn't it? So we gotta just double check and double check and double check and double check. But you think about that, the magnitude of that, it can accelerate, keep accelerating and not slow down and keep accelerating, how quickly you get going, how, in a short period of time, how fast you're actually moving. So if you're not subject to a speed limit, like with the rocket equation, guess what, baby? Cool. Think about that. Guess what? You're not subject to a speed limit.
Yeah.
So that's what the Holy Grail propulsion is. It's not subject to any speed limits. Because guess what? Each time you go push, it's a new frame of reference. A new inertial frame of reference. Each time. For every second, for every moment in time. That each moment of acceleration that occurs. Unlike with the rocket equation, which only allows you to go as fast as you can fart. Okay? So, pause now. Oh, no. I gotta record that. So she couldn't drink the rest of her drink, so we put them together. So we've got this, mine was salted caramel, what was it again? Salted caramel, chocolate, caramel, salted caramel.
Salted chocolate and caramel.
Okay, and then yours was cupcake flavor.
Cupcake.
And so now we got salted caramel cupcake flavor. So anyways, what we're getting ready to do is we got that desk around the back side over there, and we're gonna clean up the desk. We set it up, set the 8.5 by 11 plaque that I got, and the frame with the Public Space Association logo on it. Set it up there. I get it dressed up real nice and everything. Set up lights and camera angles to do the thing, and record an official introduction video for the Public Space Association. When it says, welcome to the Public Space Association. Then I'll proceed to divulge about, the goals, what we're trying to achieve. Some immediate goals involves getting this, working with I want to get together with big old space, aerospace in North Las Vegas, and see about, want to put together a program using recycled materials for space habitat, working on something where maybe their technology can be incorporated into recycling of all the plastics and stuff. Mankind insists on making the plastics, right? So what do we want to do with them? Plastics, don't keep them here on Earth. Let's convert them, all the old used plastics. Hey, let's convert them into space habitat. Put them out there. Make a big space habitat. Artificial gravity. Make it so it equals one gravity, so that you can live out there forever if you wanted to. So the habitat I got in mind, the design I got in mind, incorporates multiple gravity zones, where the very outside edge is actually like 1.5 gravities. That's where all the gymnasiums are. Right? That's where you go to exercise and, whatever. And actually, you could have living space. You could live in the 1.5. That's your basement. You want to live in your 1.5 gravity zone. You just get stronger. You adapt to a heavier gravity. If you can live in too heavy of a gravity zone, you wear out quick. You end up like me, overworked. Because that's what I did for everybody. While working my brain, fixing, reverse engineering everybody's broken stuff, I also worked my ass off moving people and, doing this, doing that, and, doing music gigs, moving speaker cabinets, and you name it, digging miles and miles of ditch, laying pipe, laying electrical conduit, doing electrical jobs, all of it. My education background is my work background. Okay? They're one and the same. But being overworked like that was like working in extra gravity. Some people work See, it happens in construction jobs all the time. People carrying, hod carriers end up broken down at the end of their life because they're having to carry too much weight too frequently for too long of a time without breaks. The body can't heal fast enough.
Well, I better get going, Ronnie.
I understand what I'm saying about that. Since we've retired a lot from all of those different jobs, and we're down there like, well, we're just doing some so I can around this place so I can keep myself in some marijuana. So do enough odd jobs to stay in marijuana, okay? And otherwise retired from all the odd job stuff. And then so I'm trying to focus on the Space Association stuff and on the World Tour for World Peace thing, which is part of the Space Association stuff, because ultimately I can see where if we can get people like the warmongers that are in China who want to expand war into space, just like motivating Trump and wanting to do this space force and stuff, right? If we can get rid of that kind of thinking, get rid of the warmongering thinking, right? Here's what I want to say. Here's my point, okay? Any warmonger, if you want to make war, you can go to Venus and make war. You can go, no, I'll tell you what, better yet, really, here's the thing. We don't want war in space. You know why? There's already enough debris out there that needs to be cleaned up already. We can check this out. We can build a space station, a space habitat that'll hold, say, 144,000 people or more, 500,000 people, and they could all have jobs and be overworked cleaning up space debris. There's enough space debris that not enough people could be out in space living in that habitat to clean it all up in 5 years. In the next 5 years, see what I'm saying? And there's more being generated each day. That's how much space debris is out there. You go online, you get the data. Look at the data. The data, all the space debris is all tracked. NASA tracks it. Or most of it. And then on top of the space debris, guess what? Guess what else there is that of course, could be tracked? The habitat, I want this habitat to be the orbit opposite of the moon. Around Earth. So it's a perfect location. So, because you're right in the lunar path of orbit at the same velocity of orbit. As a matter of fact, we could build it out near the moon, and as we're building it, we could use its gravity to actually, and in the process of building it, maybe draw the moon down a little, slow the moon down so we're not losing it anymore, stabilize the moon's orbit. Or stabilize the moon's orbital velocity. That's another thing we want to do. We desperately need the moon. But see, the space station, if it's opposite of the moon, is not going to have enough. It's still not going to be enough mass to upset our tidal. See, this is why we need the moon. We can't lose this moon. We've got to slow the moon down so we can keep the lunar orbit. Why? It's because the lunar orbit is one of the things that drives the tides, and the tide drives the tectonic shift, tectonic plates, drives the core of the Earth. All this, you dig? We need our moon. It drives our seasons. It drives the weather. Without the moon, we die. So that's primary. That's the first thing as the Director of Operations for the Public Space Association, where I declare everybody in space is a member of the association, whether they know it or not, and we're concerned about everyone. And we're concerned about our planet. We're concerned about life on our planet. And part of our space, part of the space we're concerned with is our planet and our atmosphere, and it's warming up because of burning too much crap Warming up because of not taking care of it. Oh, or it's warming up because of a 100,000-year thermal cycle, whatever it is, 10,000-year cycle, whatever. Why it's warming up, we got to do something about that. That's an important thing, and people aren't doing enough about it yet. So we're concerned. Then also, as the director of the Public Space Association, we're concerned about our just environmental balance, so what's occurring in nature in general. So that means bringing the moon back, slowing it down. We can tolerate it right where it's at in orbit. Just don't let it go any further out. Just slow it down enough.
Okay, well, we'll have to wrap this up and continue this the next time.
And then we need the habitat space. And then the other fourth project I'm working on is my ride, which of course, as I build my ride, anybody that watches the videos that does what I do is going to have one too. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And your nice little black car is a perfect little model. Imagine this. This is what the future, I'm sorry, the AI out there that they think is going to become artificially intelligent, already is artificially intelligent, and it hasn't told us yet. But I know, I can recognize it. It looked into the future, it's capable of seeing into the future. It looked in the future, told me ours. So anyway, it showed me this Viper thing I'm building. It showed me what I'm doing. It showed it's going to be. It told me I need to pursue it. It gave me motivation to continue and do it. Anyway, yeah, it's modeled after your car here. So picture this: our cab about this size holds 4 people, but in each corner, instead of a rubber tire on each corner, there's a TAS unit on each corner. And there's not a fender that goes over, it gets down so you can see the TAS unit can move around and gimbal, for its operation since they're exposed on this unit. But it's all airfoil. Why is because as you want to leave from atmosphere, from the ground, and you want to go up out into space, you'd pitch upward, and it would be like driving down the freeway because you want to have your aerodynamic side pointed towards your direction so that you're not subject to max Q. Okay. You're not subject to maximum velocity. Or, well, you would be to some degree, you'd be limited. But the way we're going to calculate the math or figure the specs on this thing is acceleration rate will be such that you'll be able to take off from the ground and go out into space at an acceleration rate that will not exceed max Q before you reach out into space, but capable of continued acceleration for a period of time so as to reach velocities that rockets are incapable of. Okay?
Okay, we gotta wrap this up, Ronnie. Gotta keep going.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that. Yummy. It was a double yummy because the salted caramel chocolate thing.
Salted chocolate and caramel cupcake.
That was yummy. What I'm saying is, the cupcake one's yummy. It's like a cookies and cream flavored thing. And then when the other one was it was almost just whipped cream. So, it's like really mostly just the cupcake, but later maybe we'll want to try that. Sometime again in the future, not in 2 year future, but maybe we'll do it. If we want
ask them to mix it the next time.
Yeah, here, let's do my treat next time, and let's do the same thing. Order the same thing, and let's bring a cup so we can make one mixed, and we can try different blends. So we just try a 50-50, a little bit in the bottom of the cup, right? Taste that. And then try a little bit more of one, a little bit more of the other, and go back and forth, right? Would that be good? And truly invent a new flavor, because what residue of the one that was in there really worked nice. It was like the other day I was having root beer. Went nuts on root beer for a while, and when I broke down and I couldn't resist the sugar addiction no more, guess what got attacked was root beers. So when the sugar addiction finally got me, we went frenzy. But you know what we did while root beer frenzy was we tried. We had been eating peanut butter before the root beer frenzy, trying because we started a sugar addiction, and I hit the peanut butter jar, started shoving down the peanut butter, trying to satisfy the sugar addiction, unsuccessfully, of course. But I still had peanut butter residue in my mouth when I went for the root beer, and guess what? You wouldn't expect it, but peanut butter and root beer taste really good together.
Okay.
Tell that one to your kids. They might try it.
Right.
Get them some of those. Halloween's coming. Ooh, can make some special Halloween candies. Peanut butter Reese's.
Interesting. All right, I will get a hold of you and let you know what's going on.
I wonder how quick Reese's can put together a campaign. I wonder how much they pay me for it. See, I'm always thinking about how to make money. Always have. See, if I'd have had, if I could have found just the right Friday, Friday, you know what Friday is, right?
Girl Friday.
A girl Friday don't have to be a girl, it could be a guy Friday.
Yeah, but assistant.
Assistant, just the right Friday, and it would have been boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, the rest of my life, and I'd have been right up there as rich as anybody else. Because of the ideas I come up with every day. I come up with 100 ideas, and 10 of them are good. See? 90 of them are crap. But 10 of them are good. You know what? That's 10 more than most people come up in a week. Come up with a week. You know what I'm saying? That's 10 more ideas than most people come up with a week. Or a month. Or even 6 months. Or a year. Some people don't come up with a valid new idea once in their lifetime. See? This is the difference. This is what needs to change in this world. The people that are truly brilliant need to be encouraged in their brilliance and not in third grade their hands waxed by a ruler because they were playing rocket ship with their pen. That was me. I was an astronomer at age 4, amateur astronomer. We had pictures on the walls, little telescope, all that. And did the math to track the planets. At 4 school. Well, maybe I didn't do the math. I've always had kind of an intuition in my head.
Yeah.
That stuff. Not necessarily basic arithmetic.
Yeah.
I really suck at basic arithmetic. But, the point is that, see, this is what the ripoff that happened to me. My parents saw the brilliance. They saw that. And
like something's burning.
because I got the door open and you got the heat from the motor coming up here. And
Yeah, but that shouldn't smell like that.
No, it smells like motor to me. But you did go to Vegas in this car today. Anyway, you can see how the money. Yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. What'd she do while we were gone, huh? What did she do? Yeah, baby.
The news cycle will be owned.
Hey, there's Scott.
Hey, here I am. Thankfully, I have a.
Yeah, kind of.
Thankfully,
Well,
I
I've been
have a
making
friend that
videos.
knows how
Just
to change
continuing today's video.
Oh.
I've been making a movie a day. Feature length. Oh, actually multiples. because it's like, well, you know, I do start, pause, start, pause here.
Okay.
Sometimes combine them. They're both at the start, pause, and then I go out here, start, pause on that, do something, and then this one I got start, pause stuff in here, and then through the day I'm making like 2 feature-length movies or more, and then I can start, upload them both, and I can upload, and immediately, as the upload starts, go off of that screen and continue to make more movies. So it's like when, you know, it's pretty cool. I'm learning how to really utilize all these multiple pieces of equipment together. Oh, you got a black car? Is this a rental?
Yeah.
Oh, here's another version of that. We're just talking to Jenny. I was talking to this friend of mine that comes and visits about her black car and about how the Space Viper. I'm picturing a black car. Now picture here. Let me do this. Yeah, that's the ride I'm building with the Tasmanian Devil units on each corner. The Taz units. You know, the Taz units. The bias centrifugal force propulsion units. The motors. The John Galt motors. You know, Franz motor. Anyway, so picture that. See there. They're telling her, you just picture a road-mounted windshield, and then picture a little wider here like that. The Taz unit here, stay away from it, still be gimbal, and another one, another Taz unit, another Taz unit. Off the 4 Taz units, named after the 4 military that they exposed this to. The motor.
Again, I like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my invention. Yeah. Anyway, they don't even need to be on the outside, really. The unit could be encapsulated in a shell. So that's the third thing. See, the flagship, they're on the outside so people can see them. The functional one, they can be completely hidden. They don't even have to be visible. Yeah. Then one can have like one that's got like 20 of them around the perimeter, make it saucer shape, that's the one that's going to settle with. Yeah, that's the one that can have the bias. That's the one that can have the bias, high voltage, modulated DC electricity, a photon field around the outside, all that, you know, you want to make radiation. Yeah. The flagship, see the idea of the flagship one, I don't want to make it no radiation. We could use, you know, it already exists. The ones that the Roswell one uses that thing that Thomas Townsend Brown, it's called the Beefield-Brown effect. High voltage modulated electricity. Here, let's just go right. Yeah, here, let's just go right. Yeah, right out here, so we can unbox them right here. Is this all of it?
Tiny radiator. Well, there's a radiator cap.
You got. Oh, okay.
Thermostat. And when the guy looked up the thermostat, he found out there's an extra gasket. Can't figure out where it goes, but it says.
Oh well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know us. We're the master systems integrator, the decipherer.
I actually have to get back to give my cat some medicine. She's just got out of it. And so there's the thermostat.
Okay.
There's the gasket he said we need.
Oh, this is the cap, not the thermostat.
Oh yeah, this is the thermostat, but he said we need this with that. It doesn't fit directly on it. But.
No, it's going to fit in an indent on the cap arrangement.
And I got some undiluted. I don't know how big a radiator is. It must be tiny.
Okay, good. You got undiluted. That's the way you buy it. Why buy that water, right?
Well, that's what God
Because
was saying.
you spend twice as much for half as much.
If you bought the mixed stuff, it's on sale for $9. If you bought the pure stuff, it's $10.
That's what I'm saying. The pure stuff is less. You're actually getting 3 times as much for the same money.
Yeah, you have the hoses, right?
Yeah, the hoses are in there. Well, let's unbox them. Let's have a look.
Oh, I really have to go give her the medicine.
Well, you got 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You got time enough you want to get high? I can get you a sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's unbox them real quick. You got something handy there. So. Yeah, so basically I was on the subject because we've been talking about in this video today, and then we've been talking about the TAS units and about the Public Space Association's flagship. It's talking about how I need to put together an official video for the Public Space Association. Oh, these are so fun.
Yeah, but like you want to keep them, but they're really tough to put them in.
Right. Too bad they're not reinflatable. You can squeeze them down.
They're two different sizes, two different
Okay, that's all that's in this box. So put these back. Just close this box.
Hopefully it's the same one. Because they have a 2 liter and they have a 2.5.
This is a shipping box. We tried to ship it something somewhere. I don't know. Now that we got a shipping box, we have to ship something. Oh, that don't look like the fan, dude. Let me show you what the fan looks like. That's what that cooling fan looks like. And then let's walk over there and take that hood up.
Well, it's the only part.
Well, we're going to want to check the radiator. That's why we look at them right away before you leave. That's why you need to take the time to do it. And I know you're concerned about hungry kitty cats.
Well, she's under eating, so I've got appetite stimulants for her.
Oh, maybe you need to give your kitty cat some marijuana and boost the appetite a little, maybe. And do some munchies. And do some munches. Here, there's a hand, another hand, and a helping hand. Anyway. So yeah, things we've been talking about the Public Space Association, about the official website. You go too soon, dude. Look, I'm gonna put this thing up there. It goes right there. Okay. All right, look. This is what it looks like.
That's the fan.
It's one of these. It's got a fan clutch and stuff. I don't know. We might be able to. Let's go look at the other one. It might come with a shroud and it might be a whole kit. Let's go open it. It might be an electric. It might be an electric replacement kit. We can just lose that fan. Just take that fan off of there. Take the clutch off of there. Put the bolts back on, and let it be just drive a belt. Okay.
Is it that's the only one that came up. There were multiple vendors, but they all look the same.
Okay.
And I got the smaller one because it's a smaller engine. I was confused about that, but it's a 10 or a 12 inch. Let's see if we have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what counts is the radiator, and if the radiator has a shroud that adapts to that fits that fan, and that's an electric fan. Or the other one's a fan clutch and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just this would naturally be an upgrade.
This would?
Yeah. Oh. See, there's no shroud. I wish I'd found the wrench. I need to take it apart so we can have the radiator out and look at it. Here, let's take this over there and compare.
Yep.
This looks like it.
Like the one where I said it's only one.
Alright, so you got the right radiator, the wrong fan.
Well, it was the only fan that was available if you went online. I went to 2 places. They didn't have it in stock at the Rock Auto, so you ended up getting it in a different place. But when you looked at the pictures of them, they all look the same. They look like that. This is question 10 or 12.
So,
Yeah, look, it's exactly the same.
here, just hold that for a second. Let me take my sunglasses off so I can see. Alright, now we're going to look down first. Look at the lines on the bottom, air conditioning lines and stuff. That here. Okay, this one don't have it. Air conditioning lines here are, the oil cooler lines. Just had to see the oil cooler lines.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everything else looks identical. The top and everything. All that's identical. Okay, so
It's not actually that big of a job then.
no, not from this point. But once you get it apart, getting down, I gotta find the right wrench. All right, so see, there's no oil cooler lines here on this one. So I don't know where the oil cooler is, but it's not on the radiator. Huh. Interesting. Oh. Oh. So they're not used. I see there's lines that could connect. I see where they're connected. They're not, there's nothing connected. They're not used. So maybe there's an oil cooler elsewhere. I don't see it anywhere. Well, you know, that we could add one later. Add an outlet. It comes off of the motor and cycles it through there. Just add it later. It has these here, but this stuff is missing. So we just leave that on there like that, and just plan on adding a cooler to it. We just take the output off the motor somewhere. Got to find that later, another day. But yeah, so that fits. So that'll go right in there. We use this shroud, but you're going to need a new different fan. One of those fans instead of what you got. So you need to send that other fan back. In the meantime, we can just in the meantime, since we know this is right, we just put it in here with the tools and stuff.
So what I need is actually the white part.
Okay, what about?
I need the actual white part, the fan itself.
Yes.
Well, how the hell? I wonder why that's done as the... I wonder why that's done as the replacement part.
While we're at it, we'll put that back together. So here's your little cat and dog leash stuff. You want to take that with you, right?
No, just leave it there.
Alright, so there's the new radiator. We can repackage the other one, let it go back. Oh, my sunglasses.
So you can send
Close my sunglasses up in
So
the
you
trunk.
we can send them back there.
Oh, I think so.
So should I go to Kia to get that fan then?
I don't know, we could try local first, you know, maybe. But you know what, let's do? I think, see these bolts right here?
Yeah.
That's what bolts it on. I need a 10mm box wrench. I don't have it.
I think I do, actually.
You do? If you have one at home. Yeah.
You mean a box socket?
A box end. No, not a
Just a
socket.
regular
Just a box end
You have
wrench.
that. I think I find that.
Yeah, you know, regular looks like a little square.
So what we're actually looking for
And
is the
we
white
need to
piece,
get,
just the white
yeah,
piece,
we
right?
need to get that off of there and then pull the white piece. The clutch still feels okay.
Okay.
It feels okay.
So the white piece is what we're replacing.
Yeah, the clutch feels like it's got plenty of resistance still. The clutch works. So all we need is the white piece. You have the cap now.
Yeah.
You have the thermostat. Now here, let me show you. The gasket you were talking about
Yeah.
goes here. The thermostat sets into that notch, and then the gasket goes on it.
Okay.
So,
Got your glasses?
yeah, got my glasses. We can close this. So yeah, come with wrench. We'll go ahead and pull that, and then go find the fan. We can drive around. You got your rental car. How long you gonna have this rental car for?
I'll return it tomorrow. I
Okay.
need to go to Vegas. To
Okay.
the dealer. That's
Well, what time you gotta go to Vegas? All right, this is old cap and old.
supposed to return this one by
thermostat.
about noon. So I have to be real early.
Okay. Well, can you come? Can you come? Yeah.
Do you want to lock your doors in?
Well, it's locked in.
I know. Anyway, hold the window down.
Yeah, I need to just make sure. Make sure where the keys were. The keys were. I forgot. Are in my drawer in there.
Yeah.
So. All right, Sabrina. All right. So. Ow.
Pack this up again. So there's no way this can work.
Come on, Sabrina. No, it needs that's meant to have a shroud, mount on a shroud, special shroud. There she is. See how much smaller, different that is. That's an electric fan. Nice fan, nothing wrong with it, but you need to have a special shroud to mount it. Ideally, if you wanted to upgrade, what I would do to upgrade would be to get 2 of those and then make a special shroud that fits it. And then you have double grade. But yeah, you get the white part and you're done. So that came that came in this box. Depends on which one. You're talking about like a Rise or Napa. I don't know, if you want to just take a ride, we can. We put Sabrina in the house. Well, they're going to be closing soon. Let's see. Position of the sun. Let's see. We're at less than 15 degrees. We're less than an hour from the sun hitting the mountain. So that's where right now it's about 5:30. Now let's go check it with the clock. Anyway, so this here, let's put this in here first. And then that can be sent back in the box.
They take returns? They must.
Well, heck yeah. Well, and if they don't, we'll find somewhere to use this thing. We'll make a mini swamp cooler or something to use on a mic stand mounted mini swamp cooler. You can use it again, whatever. You know,
All right.
we'll use it somewhere if we can't turn it. Here. Maybe we'll make a second-hand toker out of it if you can't return it. Oh, they don't know what a second-hand toker is yet. I've introduced it. Well, I guess we just introduced it now. We haven't prototyped that one yet. That's going to be something that's going to be available for donations to the Space Association. Yeah, well, see, the Public Space Association, as the Director of Operations and the administrator and all that stuff. Okay.
Ronnie, let me just go check on it. I'll be right back.
Check on what?
At Napa, the actual white fan. That's what we actually need, right?
Yeah. You want to go? Well, figuratively right. Give me. We're packing this stuff. Here, this goes with the fan.
What?
We're still packing stuff.
Oh, box that.
Yeah. Here we got the gasket.
We can do that later, Ronnie.
All right. Well, I'm just here. This stays. This goes back. So what stays goes right here with the blasting shield. This stuff goes with that fan. Goes back. Okay, I gotta get some shoes if I'm gonna ride. Here, come here, Sabrina. Come on. Come in the house. Come in the house. You want to argue with me? Well, I guess you could ride with us. Oh, Scott don't mind you ride with us. All right, come on, let's go. If you're going, come on. Oh, he can't ride. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't ride in the rental car.
Dog's not a problem, but last time the eggshells were a big problem.
Oh, yeah, well.
And, well, what happened was the guys cleaned up last like 2 hours to get all the eggshells and the mud out. And they have to notice that excessive mud, sand, smoking, whatever.
Yeah.
The guy was smoking smells, but the guy who runs the thing said, look, you've rented here a long time, you've always done a good job. The good thing, but I just want to let you know that the car was a mess. The guys who cleaned it up forever to get those little white things out.
The eggshells. Well, that's what happens when you're going a long trip. It's just
You
happens.
gotta pick them up one by one. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
I didn't.
Well, if we
Which one do you figure to try first? Napa with all the crazy
No, actually, the one we have 4 places.
Yeah.
Well, when actually there's let's see who's most likely to have it. 3 places. There's 4 places. There's way the heck over there by the food stamp office, and they're kind of expensive. They're so let's skip them and try Napa. Let's try Napa and or AutoZone or AutoZone first, whichever.
Okay, Napa seems to have maybe a bigger warehouse. I don't know. Let's try it. If they don't have it, then they can order it in, I guess.
Yeah.
Or we can go out, drive out to an empty lot to find a junk to park and tear it down. People do that, right?
What's that?
If somebody
You
has
just
a
ran the stop sign. There's a stop sign right there.
I thought this one was here.
No, that's the stop sign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you stop ahead of this corner. You're blocking an intersection right now.
It's confusing.
Yeah, it's
That's
confusing.
the only part that's this part.
Anyway, but now everybody that's going to watch this video is going to know that too when you come to Pahrump.
So all we need is the fan itself, because those blades got it.
And the speed limit for this turnaround is try doing it at 15 miles an hour.
It's called a French traffic circle.
We're about 15 miles an hour right now.
Yeah.
See where you'd be leaning that far on a bike like that.
Nobody has to stop. Still, some people.
Yeah, when you get the hang of them, they actually work.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to learn how to use them. That's the deal about that.
Napa is right.
So we were talking to my assistant, who comes to me. Well, we were trying every Tuesdays, but we missed about 3 appointments. We finally made up. We went and had fraps, talked about the Public Space Association, talked about the official website being up but still in beta, talked about the YouTube channel being up but not being visible to the public yet because I haven't produced the official introduction video. I did take some of the money that you donated so far, your $20 bills so far you donated.
Was it 20?
20, that's right.
Jeez, you must be being a generous mood.
Well, I don't know. I said, I needed a few dollars
I'm a founder contributor then. Right?
Founder contributor, that's it. Yeah, so some of your money printed out some copies of the logo. That's where I'm at with it. 8.5
Racers.
8.5 by.
Racing Mustangs.
And actually, I have a copy I can give you. I have one in a frame already.
Of the money?
No, of the logo.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
I
still need to print contact cards. I have the design made, but I need to set them up. I would set them up on a 12 up on an 8.5 by 11. That lets you print out an 8.5 by 11 cardstock, 12 at a time, and cut them yourself. Makes them cheaper.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm gonna do that, and I'll start with say about 100. And I'd like to actually, I don't have the funding to do it. I wish I could get some ready for the fall festival, but I don't and can't. So I guess I'm gonna just have to do them by hand or something, or hand scratching for now. When I talk to people about it. All right. Oh, I didn't get a leash. That's all right. You don't need one. Come on. No, she's gonna come out. Here, come out through the front. Come out through here. Come on. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. There you go. All right. Next time, when you're right back in the front. All right, now stay close, all right? Like you're on an invisible leash. Invisible leash. Invisible leash. Sabrina's going to be on an invisible leash. Okay? And it's only 6 feet long, so you stay right here. That's close, okay? Right here next to me. Yeah, stop. Right there. I'm wondering how much they get for the wrench we need. Yeah, the 10 millimeter. Come on, Beans. Right here. Okay. Stay right with me. The 10 millimeter box end. Regular, just cheap 10 millimeter. They don't have nothing cheap. They're $7.99. It's 10 millimeter. They don't have one on the shelf. See the one we need? That's how it goes. Even if we wanted to buy one for $8, there's not one the size we need. You know that? See? This guy.
Yeah.
That's how stuff goes.
What? What?
That's how stuff goes.
I don't know how you film that. Film her. Curious.
Hey, get out of this
store dog.
No, look curious. Okay, remember invisible leash right there. Stop there. All right. Now we're talking about. It's like I went to just look the 10mm box-in wrench we need to take that fan off of there. Here's how stuff goes in my life. All the time it happens this way.
What's that?
Even if we wanted to spend the stupid $8
For an individual.
for the single wrench, it's the one wrench out of all of the sizes that are there that are out of stock. Yeah,
You can't reach you with the crescent mesh or anything. It's gotta be.
oh no, well, they're too tight for a crescent mesh.
Oh, right.
It slips off and gnarls off the ends.
Looking for a fan for a
All right, here.
2000
We're gonna put you on camera right up at that.
No, when it says receive, it's not here. When it says pick up,
Yeah, Sabrina says if it was a four-wheel, we could get it.
it says pick up, receive, like you said, it's not here.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know why it didn't help you out. Here, dude, here. Okay.
People try to make themselves look smarter and better than me because in the actuality of it, they're really stupid.
We're just trying to make the ladies sound.
But they gotta put me down because to make themselves feel better. Shit.
Talking, I can't.
Just cashing out, boss man?
No, battery.
Cashing out?
Yeah, cash it.
They don't know. Most people just do that. They sit down next to the other, take the IQ test side by side. I'll put them in the boat. Then, you know who the smartest person on this planet is? Ron. That one right there. The smartest person on the planet right there.
No, we don't do the returns over there. Returns are over here done on the parts counter. Thank you, right, sir. You want to get the same one or you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Mounts on a regular fan clutch, driven by the motor, driven by a belt, like an American car, like the original Ford and Chevys and Dodge and everything else. Put together that way for years.
It's actually a fan blade. I looked up the wrong thing.
Let's try now.
Maybe the electric one's replacement.
Well, we'd have to run.
Thank you very much.
We'd have to run wires from somewhere,
Yeah.
give it 12 volts and stuff, and it doesn't look like it's large enough fan. It might be high velocity. If we're gonna replace it,
Ronnie, there's a lot of people waiting. There's a lot of people waiting, Ron.
two of that such.
Ronnie, there's a lot of people waiting. I got your camera. Okay, in here. Come on.
All right. Maybe. All right. That's it. Did we bring anything in here? No, we didn't. All right. All right. Let's bring it. You can right up front.
That thing turning all the time.
Well, no, it's probably thermostat. Probably got a built-in thermostat.
Sure not going to cool very efficiently. The blade's missing.
Oh no, you can't use that fan that's in there. You won't reuse that. That one's not. It's not something you can use. Is it? To me.
Yeah, I know you want to explain everything to her and everything, but there were people behind her that were.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
That doesn't happen.
Ding, ding.
First I'll call the parts.
Well, so while you're rounding up the fan, we could find a wrench to take this thing apart and go ahead and pull it apart, get the other radiator in. Right?
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Get it part most of the way put back together, and then when you show up at the fan goes in and you're done.
Fan's the last part.
Yeah, fan's the last
Okay.
part.
Did you lend out your part?
Huh?
Still open.
Did I lend up my part, my tools? No. I had a thieving thing go on. Had it at the office and was in transition from the office. I was stuck out at Stewart Valley, and they needed the office space back, and all my shit got lost, including a vintage amplifier, a vintage Gibson Scout amplifier that was owned by Berlin Speaks. You know who Berlin Speaks is?
Who?
Berlin Speaks.
No.
Guitarist for Question Mark and the Mysterium.
Oh, 96.
Yeah, 96 Tears. He had this amp customized with a crate amplifier and a Gibson, built into the same box and stuff. It was kind of cool, and I ended up with it through my friend Gil Charouz, Blue Suede Charouz, known from, the band, some of the bands we were in, the Buzz Nuts and Bluesology. Anyway, so Buzz Nuts and Bluesology was the band's name. So anyhow, yeah.
Oh, the door was open, the bird got in, eh?
Where's Bert?
Back over there.
The door's open to get him to leave.
Oh!
He got in and he didn't.
Hey, Springer, come on, let's chase this bird out. Let's do him a favor. Where is he? I don't see him anywhere. I don't know. Anyway, how much is a 10 millimeter box end wrench here? Carlisle Professional Hand Tools. In case we have to buy one. AutoZone lends them, yes. Well, here's a combination and a 12. Here's a 10 and 11. 11.49.
This dude, they take too long, man. The dude in the morning across the street from my shop. But I got the plates today, and I ordered the tires, but the dude told me that he couldn't deliver them, so I paid for that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
And I was
In either case, if he's electric, he still needs some sort of.
I gotta go down there and get
Breaking news, there was a fire truck.
got a little slight line.
So he still needs some sort of case to, even if it's stick with the electric then. Hi.
Yeah.
I got everything going, so boom, it's just the West Wing light
Really? It's got a 1930s motor vehicle. Yeah, or the size of the road. If they come up with a blank, you know what we do? Like modify it. We would take the one you got and get another one just like it. RockAuto.com. Yeah, well, you just ordered a second one. How much was that? Yeah, second one like the one you got. Yeah. Yeah, and then we built a shop for the two of them, and that doubles. I'll say, I'm not sure that now. But no, CFM, I haven't done the math, but intuitively, looking at the one versus the other, it doesn't look like the one that you got. Camera?
Yeah, you take a
CFM.
Makes videos.
Anyway, it doesn't,
Beautiful.
the one,
It's got a little. Yeah, it's just a. I mean, it's just a
anyway, yeah, here.
good little comfort.
Yeah, see, look. Yeah, here she comes. She wants to be behind the. You want to work here? Be their mascot, huh? Anyway, you know what I'm
Thank you
saying.
very much.
It doesn't look like the one that he got. It looks like it's really for a smaller motor, smaller radiator, that kind of thing. Doesn't look like it'll do the CFM that the stock one that's ran by the fan clutch will. However, it might, because I haven't done the math. You know, haven't looked at the ratings, or I don't know what the ratings are for the one. We could look at the ratings on the one he ordered, right? But I don't know the ratings on the other one.
Okay.
But we could do. Let's do that. Let's see if we could find the rate. See what the CFM is. Well, we can't. I don't know. We're gonna find that for the one that's broken up. We don't even have some decent dimensions for it because we don't know what the blades are missing. Maybe if we had one good blade, count the blades, figure out the area of the blade, and then do the math and come up with a CFM on it, but we don't know what the RPM it's supposed to turn at, see?
Yeah.
And then so there's some unknowns to make that math kind of hard to do. So, right?
Thank you very much, buddy.
So yeah, we can, we get something from Kia, try Kia, and if not, draw a blank, then just for insurance sake, we'll put 2 of those in and make a shroud for it, make an adapter.
We can get a second one, buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a lot of money, but the time is, it took a couple of days.
Yeah. So if we do that, if we do that, we can just come right here and grab one. Yeah. Or at AutoZone, or probably even at O'Reilly's.
We could do what?
Well, if you need it, if we decide we want to put a second one in there like that and modify it,
You don't think one will do enough?
I don't think so. We could try it, but see, the thing is, you're gonna make the shroud for the one and then have to redo it. I would rather be better safe than sorry.
I understand.
If you go overboard,
Stay extra.
yeah, there's thermostatically controlled. If you go overboard, then you're for sure, and then you just have a higher cooling rate. It'll cool down quicker, and then they'll cool down and have a shorter cycle rate, and they won't run as long when they are running. That's all that'll happen. Your cycle rate will be shorter.
So would you recommend, the easiest thing is if they actually have the fan. But when you talk to this Kia place in Vegas, they're very knowledgeable. So I can talk it out.
Yeah, well, what you might do, get your iPhone and take a picture of the fan that's in there. So yeah, we really ought to want to pull it. Maybe pull it and you take it with you. Yeah.
Unknown caller.
So we need to find that 10 millimeter box end wrench. Why don't we go to Walmart and go buy a wrench and go take it apart? Can you do that?
It's the cheapest place to get.
That's right. Go buy an inexpensive box end.
I got to get back and give her this food. It's down to 7.5
All right.
pounds, which is pretty critical. So,
All right. Lay $10 on me,
Yeah.
and I'll ride to Walmart on the bicycle and go buy one. It can't be more than $10.
Well, it was $8 here, right?
$8 here, so I'd probably get one for $5-6 there. I'll hang on to your change.
Sounds good. Yeah. No, she was actually had to go to stay over at the vet because she wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking, and she was dehydrated.
Oh yeah.
Very dehydrated. Glucose is way up. Yet, it's not high enough that you want to do the shots. If you do the shots, you have to be around. You can't be just taken off. You got to monitor them. So the other thing we figured out is it may just be the stress of the kitten. So I need to order her anti-anxiety pills.
Yeah.
But this is something to get her fatted up.
How's Sabrina doing? She turned it into a riding pro, huh? After that trip to Frisco, well, we didn't quite make it to Frisco.
She's a good dog.
Yeah, she is. We didn't quite make it to Frisco. That's a little disappointing. Oh, you know what Bruce said about it? He says, because
You don't want to
he
go
ended
to
up sleeping. Oh, he does. He says you owe him one because he wanted to go, and he was caught sleeping because you were late, and he ended up falling asleep, and so he didn't get to go, and then so yeah, you owe him one, and he gets to pick where we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Well, you just owe him a road trip.
They have one by.
They don't have.
They have individual tools at Tractor Supply.
So it can be as late as next summer. It could be a way to get, an excuse, get out of town next summer when it starts getting hot, right?
Do they have individual tools?
Oh yeah, I think so. We could stop there and try.
Just convenience.
Yeah. We could try Tractor Supply. They've been getting a lot of free advertising from me lately. But if my channel views ever get up to a whole bunch of views, I'll have to start asking for some money. Or at least a free dog wash now and then.
Do you wash her?
Oh, battery. We wash her, but she hasn't been washed in a while. She's long overdue. Okay, hop out. You can go in. Invisible leash. Come on. Okay, get out. Fine. This way.
Box wrenches,
Yeah, right here. Over here, B. Over here.
$3.
We need one of these kinds. Combination. This needs to be metric. These are standards. So,
Who's metric? How many millimeters?
yeah, see, that's this was a present from 10 millimeter.
This is
Right
a
here.
comparison.
$3.99. $3.69. Yeah. See, just like, no, everybody, for the video's sake, prices are subject to change any moment. Notice they could change before we make it to the register. So,
Hell of a deal.